He runs a website called The Black Bookie, which is very cool. You ought to stop by and check that out. And his slogan is, and I haven't hit this before, I'm going to hit it this time because it's the best one. His slogan is, if you snooze, you lose. And indeed, that is the case. There are only so many money-making opportunities to be had, and he's going to tell you where they all are. It's the one and only Black Bookie. It's Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe, how are you today?
Good evening, London. Welcome to the SnoozeYouLose podcast. I'm your host, Uncle Joe, and the beer is back.
I'm back, baby!
Welcome to the SnoozeYouLose podcast. I'm your host, Uncle Joe, joined by me, Ron the Don. If this is your first episode, you would know, or you wouldn't know, that Ron the Don is back from his vacation. He has two jobs here. One is to keep up with all the sports nonsense that I don't care about. And the second job, the most important one, of course, is to bring us beers. He rates his beers every week that he brings to the show. But he's been gone for 2 weeks as he was in Europe.
Yes.
Partying.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how, because I don't pay you that well, or barely at all. So I don't know how you afforded this trip.
Out, man. I know. I mean, I also sold some of the
family
cans.
Earls.
Some of the cans that we use here.
After the show?
Yeah, after the show. The
Makes
podcast.
sense. Yeah, you see,
So
you're smarter than you look.
Save those nickels, you know?
You're smarter than you look. How was your trip?
Yo, it was amazing. It was amazing, man.
Can only imagine. The weather?
Huh? Yeah, the weather, every single place was awesome. So Amsterdam, it's not normally supposed to be too hot, so it's 68, sunny. It only rained once. Second we got out of there, it turned out to be 93 degrees. Now the thing about Holland is that there is no AC in any of those buildings. Now could you imagine being in one of the coffee shops? Like that's where like they smoke everything out and stuff in 93-degree heat.
With no AC.
With no AC.
See, it's one thing if you got that friend who has like a car with no AC. You know, you're like, freak, we got to take this trip to the store real quick, something like that. But if you're at like work or if you're at a restaurant and there's no AC in the summer or in the extreme heat, that's a crime.
Like,
that's a crime.
So Amsterdam, not supposed to be 93 degrees. Got out of there just in time not to avoid all that stuff. And then Ibiza. It's Ibiza. All you did was beach and then the club. Beach and then the club. And then Barcelona is the place where I suggest all of us go to. Everyone listening, let's somehow plan something up. Let's hit up Barcelona because that place is amazing.
You don't have any more vacation days. You barely still have a job. I don't know how they let you back. A lot has happened since you've been gone. 2 weeks, we actually haven't done the show. See, you're more valuable than you think. I haven't been here for 2 weeks. The first episode that you would have missed, I had some things to take care of, so I couldn't make it. The second episode, I had a guest come on. Well, I was supposed to have a guest come on. He couldn't make it. He had some family things to take care of. We understand that. So I wasn't prepared to fly solo. Didn't want to get out here and embarrass myself. I already had a game plan.
Oh, come on.
So 2 weeks now, because of you,
Joey,
partying in Ibiza.
How you think you can't do it all by yourself? I know you can do it all by yourself.
It was like,
it felt weird, right?
It wasn't set up.
Okay.
We had a game plan. Just stick to the game plan.
All right.
You know, we're thinking and dunking. It's not time to throw the shotgun.
You're true. True that.
So we had to take care of business. 2 weeks now. You're more valuable than you think. That's why I had to bring you back. We're not here. The beer's back.
I was waiting for my pink slip, my dude.
Episode 13. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Apple, Anchor, YouTube, Spotify. You know where to find us. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at The Black Bookie. Give us a like on Facebook on Uncle Joe. Check out the website, theblackbookie.com. You are back. You brought some beer. We're ready to rock. The first week you were away, definitely withdrawal, I guess. We didn't do too well.
Yeah.
Second week, went on an absolute heater.
Yep.
Now you're back in the States. We did okay. Numbers-wise, not good. Finished about average. So only about 1 out of 2 since you were gone.
Okay.
I had to keep. I guess because I was sober. I don't know what it was.
That must have been it. Just that bad super. Oh, see, I've been drinking now. That bad sober energy.
Probably still drunk. Speaking of energy, see what I'm talking about. 2 weeks. A lot has happened. You get paid bi-weekly?
I don't know. You tell me.
Bi-yearly, if it's up to me. Bi-yearly. You pay bi-weekly?
Yeah.
You pay bi-weekly. 2 weeks? I never thought so much would happen in 2 weeks. We got new paintings, new walls,
Yes.
here in the studio.
New energy in this.
It's absolutely phenomenal in here.
New lighting.
The producer yelled at me. He texted me, said, "Yo, when you get in the studio, where the hell you been at?"
Sorry about that, engineer.
Then he yelled at you too.
It's fair.
Welcome back, Mr. Vacation.
I deserve that.
Unapproved. So we got new energy in here. The Blues won the cup.
The Blues.
Won the cup. They delayed a Boston parade for just a little bit.
Oh, thank God.
Somebody finally had to do it. The Raptors got it done.
Amazing.
We the North. They had a little bit of help. But
King of the North.
They got it done. A little bit of help, but they got it done. It was now or never.
Doesn't matter as long as they got it done.
The Knicks are still the Knicks.
Oh, the Knicks. Contract the team. They're even more irrelevant as of like today's breaking news.
When do they catch a break? I'm not the sports guy here. I could care less. I'm about winners. It's like, when do they catch a break?
I wonder what Dolan did in his past life to have such terrible luck, and like what Knicks fan in general like did in their past life.
When did they catch a break?
Whose soul did they sell to get that like 1970 championship that it's been costing them what 50 years of despair at this point?
At some point, you have to catch a break.
They're not. 2030 is probably when they'll finally catch a break.
Kyrie, KD, heading to Brooklyn.
Break out those.
Also, AD is a Laker. That happened while you were gone. Jimmy Butler's going to South Beach. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm like,
no one cares.
Who's gonna play with over there?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Have fun, I guess.
He's just gonna be on like a jet ski half the time.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't get hurt. Show up to work. Kawhi.
We don't know yet.
Definitely LA. We just don't know which one.
Oh, okay.
That building. He will play at Staples Center come October.
All right.
And I told you before, even if they won, 40% chance he would come back.
I thought it was gonna be higher. Just the energy, the love that he had in that city, and for that to basically be like, all right, it's been great, guys. I'm gonna go now. It's discouraging.
He did what he was supposed to do.
He did what he was supposed to do.
He's an immortal now forever.
Oh yeah.
Always good in this book. He will be always good in the people of Toronto. He did what he's supposed to do. He was happy doing it. Made a lot of money because Boardman gets paid. Did what he's supposed to do. And now he's going to go to LA?
I mean, Toronto loves him, though, man.
I'm convinced,
you're an
too.
idol there.
As much as I like the guy, I'm convinced they couldn't let the Raptors win in Toronto because of Drake. They couldn't let it happen. They could not let it happen. They couldn't let it happen. They couldn't let it happen. He would be uncontrollable.
I love that picture where he's like holding the trophy like MJ, like he actually did something.
Six man. The sixth man. Isn't it bad? He paid for the gym. He did a lot. The sixth man.
The guy giving coaches a massage and stuff. Yeah.
The guy cares. The guy cares. Who else is rubbing their coach's shoulders?
All right, fine.
He cares. But a lot to get into. What beer did you bring this week?
So this week, since start of summer, don't lie to me on this one.
Summer's here now.
Summer's here now.
This is another thing to chest my ass though. It's like we got a few nice days in the 70s. I'm cool with that. You left, and soon you got back. Heat wave.
Yes, It's so funny. I left.
This is why I don't like you.
I'm so sorry about this, Joe. Please forgive me. But I left. It was rainy. It was cold. And then I come back, 85 degrees as soon as I get off the plane. I'm like, this is great.
Which I could live with. It's when it's 92.
Oh, the humidity was
89. What are we doing?
Was killer one of these days.
Jeez, all weekend.
I had like some mean swamp butt. What?
No one wants to hear that.
It happens.
No one wants to hear that.
You're telling me the people listening to this right now don't get swamp ass?
No. They probably just turned this off.
Tweet at Uncle Joe. Tell him about your swamp ass stories.
Yes, that is a pick winners. So you bought the Montauk.
So I bought the Montauk Watermelon Saison L. It tastes a bit like a watermelon stuff. It's a great summer beer. I find myself drinking this as much as I can during the summer season. This and 21st Amendment, some of the best watermelon beers I have. So what do you think?
It's cool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I did come from a function, and like I've said before on this, usually when I do get here, I have been drinking already.
Yeah.
So if I mistake something, or if I oversay something, or forget to say something, it's because I've been drinking. Mm-hmm. These beer reviews are not fake. So, but no, it's definitely cool. It's smooth. Mm-hmm. I mean, I wouldn't buy it just because of the color of the bottle. Or the can, rather.
Come on.
Wouldn't grab it.
2019. Yeah. Who cares about this stuff? But
I'll walk past it.
But I give this 2.9 out of 5. I like the 21st Amendment a tiny bit better. That one I give like a 3 flat on. Again, neck and neck, really.
We'll bring that one next time. Mm-hmm. I'll be the judge.
All right.
So 2 weeks ago, we're not going to jump back that far into the review. Mm-hmm. Last week, what were the numbers on the week we finished?
So last week, that one, not a bad week. 9-5 plus 265.
So that was the week we did a lot better with you gone. Mm-hmm. We got into a groove, especially the SnoozeYouLose pick.
Yes.
Absolutely on fire that week. I think that's the week that we were on an 8-1 stretch. Mm-hmm. So it started the end of the week before, around like that Friday, Thursday, carried into that week, and the free pick was just on absolute fire.
So, again, this is just another reason why not only get on your SnoozeYouLose, but get the premium as well. Pays off too.
And then this week, 624 to 630.
7-7 as a record, so you break even there. But unfortunately, money wise, not so much. Minus 148 on that one.
So we gave some of it back. Tough weekend. We're gonna jump into it right now in the recap. Bullpens, man. We shouted out London to start the show, obviously, too. Just got done with the series.
Yeah,
Red Sox, Yankees, London series.
How do you think the English feel about baseball after seeing those 2 games?
Misguided. Misguided. This was atrocious. This was atrocious. Because now, let's just say, the goal here in playing these games in other parts of the country is to draw more fans to watch the American game.
Of course.
So someone that never really watched the game or kind of knows, but not a regular watcher.
Yeah, know something like it's an American.
See 17-13 and then tune in on a Wednesday night and see 4-1. It's not going to have the same interest.
I mean, with the juice ball, maybe they're not seeing too many 4-1 games, but...
But, dear, I mean, they played on a T-ball field.
It was a bit of a bandbox.
It's tiny.
I mean, what are you going to do in a soccer pitch, right?
I get it, but not good. And the first game, I get it. You know what? Whatever. It's the first game. It's a 2-game series. They're 8 games back. Whatever. Light it up.
Yeah.
But then the game today, come on. The under was 16.
The under was 16.
And still hit.
The
under, it was a 4-2 game in the 7th.
And then all of a sudden, that 9, they dropped a 9 spot. Mind you, with no home runs in that.
That's not supposed to happen. That's not going to make people want to watch the game. This is terrible.
So, I mean, see those scores, and my thing was like how long the games took. It was a 4-hour game, and then we're not drawing 8 hours of baseball.
We're not drawing interest here.
I'm like, dear God,
that's terrible.
Personally,
you guys got the win.
Yeah, personally like the scores, but yeah.
Like I said, the first one I get it. I get it. Second one, enough's enough.
Yeah.
Didn't do what they expected to do, and yeah, good luck from there. The Red Sox are pretty much done too.
Oh, I don't want to call it yet.
I mean, it's early. We still have the All-Star break coming up, but what are we talking? 12 games?
10 games.
10 games back. Might as well be 12. You're only getting healthier.
God, that lineup looks so good.
Stanton's not even there.
Stanton's not.
You don't need him
till August. Isn't that wild? How can you say?
No,
How
it's
can you
true.
Say, how can you say a $32 million player is surplus to demand?
Doesn't fit. He doesn't really fit.
But with that, you're absolutely right. Only getting healthier. Only thing needed is another starter.
Yeah, you'll make a move at the deadline.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
I mean, he hasn't looked great,
Mm-hmm.
so you might be able to steal Bumgarner. If I was you guys, though, I'd get Zach Wheeler.
What about Stroman?
He would love to pitch in New York.
Yeah.
He would love to pitch in New York.
Just reading what he said when he was in the stadium this past.
He would love it.
Yeah.
He's from Long Island.
Yeah, basically a hometown kid.
He would love it, and he would flourish. He would flourish. So those are your options.
Yeah.
And you know, you probably get him for a little cheaper too.
Like we can offer Clint Frazier and not have zero problem with it. That is such.
Is he in the minors now?
Yeah. You have Clint Frazier can start for most teams out there.
It's awful. That just shows you how deep it is. But let's get into the recap. We'll kick it off. 624, the snooze lose pick was the Giants money line against the Rockies. We lost that one 2-0. One mistake all game. Drew Pomeranz has not been good all year, but he pitched a good game. 11 Ks in 5 innings. He made one mistake, which was a 2-run home run. The Giants just couldn't put up any offense for him at home. And John Gray for the Rockies ends up going 8-5. He had an inflated ERA on the road too. The Rockies are annoying. They're annoying because all they can do is, when is the mantra not going to be anymore that they need a pitcher? Just get it. Why don't you have an ace?
Is it because pitchers shy away from there?
I mean, that makes sense why you wouldn't want to pitch there, but
the thing is, like,
if I was an ace, I know I can give up 3 or 4 because this lineup could put up 7, 8, especially when I'm at home. When I'm at home, they give me 10 almost. When I'm on the road, I know they can still put up 6, 7 runs.
And you want to know something? And I'm thinking about this too. It's not only that they can't attract anybody; it's that they can't like build from the farm system as well.
Kyle Freeland was expected to have another good year, be a Cy Young candidate. He's in the minors.
So I mean, you're right. It seems like an institutional problem at this point.
Our premium pick, we went with the Women's World Cup, which I've been loving. I told you before, you know, when it's the World Cups, men or women, I love it. So much money to be made, early money, which I love. And it's just been awesome so far to watch. So we went, that game we went with under between Sweden and Canada. It was under 2. We hit that one as they won the game 1-0. It was 2 defensive teams. 4 out of 5 last games that Sweden played had been more than 3 goals. So we knew it was going to be a low-scoring affair. We took that one and just been loving the Women's World Cup. Been loving it.
Great energy, especially when I was in the Netherlands. They really were cheering on their women's side. It's like you're thinking with the same brain. The next day,
625, our SnoozeYouLose pick was the Netherlands. We took the money line against Japan. They won that game 2-1. And it's funny. I don't have to think. They're not, better than the USA team. They're not better than England. They're probably not better than Sweden. But this has been a team of destiny. They have just been figuring it out, getting it done. A lot of late games. They won that game 2-1 over Japan. They beat it now Canada, Japan, Italy. They're still undefeated. It was a penalty kick in the 90th minute to get that win. And I'm rooting for them. I mean, obviously I'm not rooting against USA. I want them to win. They're the favorite. But I like the Netherlands story. I like it.
Yeah, like you said, kind of a team of destiny. Great support back home, and you see like a lot of like billboards cheering on like the women's side. But yeah, like not one of your like typical favorites. It wasn't like US. It wasn't a France, but like you said, getting it done. Clutch performances when needed. So again, very good run from them.
Our premium pick for that day was the Astros -1.5. They played Pittsburgh that day. They won that game 5-1. Houston, head scratcher lately. Rough month of June for them. They had lost 7 out of 8, all on the road. That game was their first game back home off that road trip. We took Garrett Cole against his former team, the Pirates. He got the job done to end a short losing streak. But then right after that, they went and got smacked.
Yeah.
Smacked.
I mean, we're gonna talk about some of their trials and tribulations later on in the week. But yeah, just like you said, an absolute head scratcher.
Rough month. Just a rough month. I mean, it's a team that knows they're gonna be there. They've been banged up. They're not worried. There's no panic button in Houston. They're gonna be there.
Especially with that division.
Yeah, they took the foot off the gas. It happens, but ugly losses. It's one thing to lose, but there's some ugly losses coming up.
Yeah.
So, but no panic button hitting Houston. 626 SnoozeYouLose pick. We took the Dodgers versus D-backs. We tried to go some early money. We lost that game 8-2. Dodgers was 17-8 in day games. You know, Taylor Clark for the Arizona was pitching. He's got a 6.10 ERA going against that Dodgers lineup. That was just a game we tried to jump on early. The Dodgers were looking to split the series, and just sloppy playing in the first inning. They gave up 4 runs. It was an error. Just sloppy playing in early on, so they kind of took their foot off the gas as well in that game. Lost the series to the D-backs as they're still trying to fight.
Yeah.
No shot really for the division, but going to be fighting for the wild card all year. Then our premium pick for the day, we had the Indians -1.5 against the Royals. They won that game 5-3, and that was a game they had to win.
Yes.
An embarrassing loss the day before. Brad Hand, who was 22 for 22 on saves, had a 5-run ninth inning. Lost that one. But that's the thing too. I always tell sports bettors, you have to have amnesia with this. Because a lot of people that had the Indians the day before wouldn't have taken them the next day.
I mean, I certainly wouldn't have.
And you don't blame them. But in this business, you have to have amnesia. Because they came out the next day, Bauer stepped on the mound, had 12 Ks, shut them down, won the game 5-3, and it's like it never happened.
Yeah.
Obviously, it sucks because you lost money before, but it's like it never happened.
Yeah, and like I said, how does that feel when someone's so automatic the whole year, and it's like, yeah, let's take him. This is great, and then
It's like,
an automatic.
of course, my luck. My luck, bro. Can't catch a break. This shit's rigged.
But doesn't it feel like that? Wouldn't it feel like that? It's like, oh, the one time he blows a save is now.
Of course, when I got money on him, of course. Of course. Because I'm a Knick fan. Of course. Of course.
Yeah, but like you said, nice comeback after a really
Bounce back.
Yeah.
Bauer shut him down, like I said, 12 Ks. Delivered for him. Was like not even 24 hours later. Get the job done. So
I think that probably helps, just that quick turnaround.
you have no time to sit and think about it.
Yeah.
Have no time to sit and think about it. But we're gonna take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna pay some bills real quick. We'll be right back in SnoozeYouLose podcast right after this.
Weddings should be memorable, but not for the groom's lack of style. That's why our friends at the Black Tux design rental suits and tuxedos that you'll love wearing at your wedding. So if you end up getting featured on a list of 23 epic wedding fails, at least you know you'll look good for your close-up. But the best part about the Black Tux is that they have an easy online ordering process that brings your suit or tuxedo straight to you. Just pick a style at theblacktux.com and request a free home try-on so you can feel the fit and quality before you commit. And if online isn't your style, they have showrooms all over the country where you can find your fit and plan your look. Over 5,000 5-star reviews across Wedding Wire, The Knot, and their own website agree. You won't find another rental experience or designs like the ones you'll find at the Black Tux. Grooms, if you want your wedding to be remembered for the right reasons, visit theblacktux.com/listen. That's theblacktux.com/listen for $20 off your purchase. Walk, don't run to theblacktux.com/listen to find a look for you and your crew. Theblacktux.com, formal wear for the moment.
Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now by reading this ad. So if you always wanted to start a podcast making money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start. That's anchor.fm/start. And welcome back to the Snooze You Lose podcast. I'm your host, Uncle Joe, joined by me, Ron the Don. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at theblackbookie.com. Give us a like on Facebook on the Uncle Joe. Check out the website, theblackbookie.com. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Apple, YouTube, Spotify, everywhere you need to be. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And welcome back. In 2 weeks. If you don't know, the motto here and always will be win together, lose together. And I like to do the scams. You don't need 7-8 plays to be successful. And I actually posted that earlier this week. Mm-hmm. Like that Dodgers game, we took the loss. I posted my ticket. I lost it with the people. Mm-hmm. You know, it was a tough one. Like I said, it was a sloppy game. Gave up 4 runs early. But it's the business. You know, the June's also been kind of rough for us. Mm-hmm. You know, we're right around like 56%, 57%. I'm not proud of that. Yeah. You know, I always said in the beginning the goal is to be 62, 64%. It's a long year. It's mid-year. Yeah. So we're looking to get where we need to be. We had a great run the week before. Mm-hmm. We're looking to get back on track and keep things going.
I mean, plus, you got to look at our past performances and say, like, we don't put in the work. Just like, what happened April and May? Amazing month.
Couldn't lose a game.
Yeah, exactly.
Could have picked with our eyes closed. Couldn't lose a game.
12 in 2 weeks.
Couldn't lose a game. And the thing is, it's just like, handicappers are just like teams. Mm-hmm. You have to know when to be on and when to be off. If you see a guy's cold, you got to fade back a little bit. You see a guy's on fire, that's the time to be on. Yeah. And when you see a guy's cold too, not only do you fade back, but you got to be there when he starts heating up. Mm-hmm. It's just like stocks. With everything that's going on right now with Bitcoin and everything like that, you got to know when to be there, when to pull out, and when to jump on. Yeah. So a little bit off and on lately in the last 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. July's coming, August, college football's coming up, head into the NFL. Mm-hmm. I love college football.
Love it.
For wagering more than the NFL. Okay. It's the best. That's what we're gonna make way more money in college football than we will in the NFL. Same thing, we're gonna make probably more money in NCAA than we will in the NBA. Mm-hmm. Again, right now, coming up.
This is a trend I've noticed with you. Yeah, just like more with like the NCAA. Notice that with the basketball.
These kids care. These kids care. So, these dudes don't care.
Oh yeah, no. It's all about the paychecks.
they don't care. These kids care. So it's time. I mean, it's frustrating. Trust me, at times it's absolutely frustrating. Mm-hmm. But right now, just pay attention. The only thing I can suggest is if you don't want to invest every day, that's why we have daily packages, weekly packages, monthly packages. If anything, just take and pay attention to the free pick. Because it's posted every day, and you can see when it's on, when it's off. And I let people know. It's not like a surprise, like, hey, by the way, I just hit 12 straight. I'm not surprised. No. Let people know. We were 8-1 the last 9. It was posted.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. This is the time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hop on. So we'll keep going with the recap. 627, our SnoozeYouLose pick was Norway, plus a half against England. And this was a pick, honestly, we just tried to fade the public. Yeah. Public was absolutely pouring in on England. Mm-hmm. But this was supposed to be one of their tougher matchups into the Cup so far. Mm-hmm. You know, they kind of pretty much had a cakewalk going into this. Oh, but they absolutely dominated.
Yeah.
Absolutely dominated.
And again, the public said it, but you know, pundits they weren't as high on England, but I guess they should have been. 3-0, and it probably didn't even look that close on TV.
It looked like it was 5-0. It looked like it was 5-0.
Yeah,
absolutely cruised through this. No one's paying attention to England.
No, not at all.
No one.
Not at all.
Cruised through this. Mm-hmm. So that's the way it is sometimes.
So do you think they're gonna put up a good fight against our girls? Because I mean, the girls just beat probably their toughest opponent.
We can, and most people were saying that whoever won that last matchup was gonna win the championship. Mm-hmm. So I think it's gonna be a heck of a game. Mm-hmm. I'm not worried.
Not worried.
I was more worried about the last game.
Yes, France
more than I am England.
France was easily
the
hardest competition.
I'm not worried.
In the U.S.
I'm not worried.
And I mean, but
I was worried. I would rank them: France, Germany.
Yes.
And then it's kind of a tie between England and Sweden.
Okay. Again, but as we're about to say on Friday, don't want to get too far ahead. I liked the Spain team, even though they were also like not making too much noise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't like them as much as I like Netherlands.
Oh, okay. Those Dutch women, man. Team of destiny, like you said.
Team of destiny. So then our premium for that day, Astros -1.5 against the Pirates. They lost this game 10-0.
Like you said, tough times in Houston right now.
I wrote 2 words here for this game. Can you guess what they are?
That's all you can say.
Can you guess what the 2 words I wrote?
Well, I know what you said. Fuck this.
Dicks kicked. Because that's what dicks kicked. They lost 10-0.
Yeah.
24 hours earlier from losing 14-2.
Now, as a team, just how do you? I know you say forget about like that tough loss. What about 2 straight just dick kick losses? That's something.
That's something.
Yeah.
That's more than like, okay, it happens.
Yeah. This is like, oh guys, what's going on?
Embarrassing. So that put us at 0-2 for that day. But what do? Bounce right back, 6:28. SnoozeYouLose pick. We had the Reds +1.5 against the Cubbies. They won that game 6-0. And then our premium, we had the USA Women's against Spain, picking winners before dinner. They won that game 2-1. Put us 2-0 for the day, and we bounced right back like it never happened.
Exactly.
Like
great way. You know, terrible Thursday, great Friday.
A good game by the USA Women's. I'm excited to watch them play.
You know, speaking about like Spain again, not much attention has been paid by Spanish people, the Spanish nation on their women's. They get any little bit more attention. That's a great nation for football. So if they like start, they'll become a power.
6:29. Our SnoozeYouLose pick. We had the Nationals -1.5 against Detroit. They lost this game 6-5, and it's like the Nationals are just competing with the Mets to see who can have a worse bullpen when it's over. They led this game 3-1, led again 5-3, and then lost 6-5.
Is it a requirement in the NL East to have a terrible bullpen?
I think that's what it's starting to be. I think to stay here, so we don't move you to Montreal, you have to have a bad bullpen.
Oh man, how did I forget about the X-rays and stuff?
Yeah, I think it's only right. No one comes to those games.
So you're gonna have two teams.
That's stupid.
Uh-huh.
It should be one place or the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, no one comes. The tickets are $6 to sit behind home plate.
So what would you like to see? Would you like to see Tampa or would you like to see Montreal?
You might as well put in Montreal.
Montreal.
What we got to lose?
Right? But it's one or the other. You can't have the X-rays.
That's stupid. Which now you're just making it harder for consumers.
Yeah.
Because now I'm gonna have to deal with TV blackouts. Mm-hmm. Which network is gonna be playing on?
Oh, yeah.
Deal with TV blackouts. I gotta deal with making sure I buy the right tickets to the right games, the right stadium, the home or away, Tampa or Montreal. Mm-hmm. You're not making it easy for me. I barely go to these games now. Now I gotta pick this place or that place.
I gotta make sure that I bought the Tampa tickets, not the Montreal tickets.
This is making it harder for consumers. Mm-hmm. You know what? Eff it. I don't want to go at all anymore. That's gonna happen. No, that's gonna happen. But again, one or the other.
Again, the X-ray. I call them. So I gotta stop calling them the Extras. The Rays are not a terrible team. Do you know how much
people just don't go?
And they only drew less than 6,000 people. This is a playoff team.
Again.
And 6,000. You can't find more than 6,000 people to do something in Florida. They're not even playing in the sun. They're playing inside a domed stadium with air conditioning.
Do you think that's part of the problem, though? I think a lot of fans hate the dome.
The stadium's ugly.
Yeah, I think a lot of people hate it. We need some scenery.
I get it, but
on a hot day, yeah, why not go in there and watch a game?
But then I feel like this is just like Florida in general, like Florida professional sports at least.
They don't care.
They do not care.
They don't care.
Because a beautiful stadium in Miami, they're drawing $7,000 too.
They don't care. They just don't care.
So
have fun with Jimmy Butler. We'll see how he's gonna like that.
He's gonna be. I'm telling you, he's just going there for the jet skis.
They don't care.
Yeah. So, again,
It doesn't make sense too because not to be stereotypical, but usually the crowd there, it's one or the other. Either younger people traveling on vacation, hitting up Orlando, Tampa, Miami,
Yeah.
or it's older retired people.
Yeah. There's no in between.
So that sounds like perfect. I either have old people that have nothing to do but golf or come to a game, or you got young people that's visiting that, oh, maybe check out a game real quick.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't work. They just don't care.
But I'm with you too. I hope if they have to pick, Montreal gives us the stadium, and let's have more Canadian baseball.
Then our premium pick, we actually had Germany versus Sweden. We lost that one 2-1, and that one hurt because Germany has owned Sweden.
Yep.
Has owned them, and this is one actually the public was on heavy, but I didn't shy away because I was like, I don't blame them. They have the numbers were 100% our favor.
So much in.
And they lost this game 2-1. I was stunned. They scored first, and 2-1 answer goal.
But again, Sweden, what they've been doing all World Cup, just a great defense. They definitely batted down the hatches after that, and they took advantage of their opportunities that were presented to them. And that's the thing. In soccer, if you can shut down, if you can frustrate them and take advantage of the opportunities that you have, you can steal a win from a mighty team like Germany.
It's definitely it could be a frustrating game, and the more I watch it though, the more I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm only into it really for the World Cup.
Yes.
That's the only time I can really watch it.
Hopefully
I don't keep up with the other.
Hopefully we can do it.
I've been watching the I don't want to say it wrong. The other tournament that's going on with like USA.
Gold Cup.
Okay, but it has other initials.
Oh, that's the initials of the federation, CONCACAF Gold Cup.
Love it. I've been watching a little bit of that too.
Uh-huh.
I had the USA men's on the side bet against Panama. They won that game 2-0.
Good win on that one.
They're playing good soccer right now, so.
Ooh, did you see the game today? Oh boy.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
That-
Okay.
Is it gonna be one where they get ripped on ESPN again?
Oh, they're gonna get. Look, they won the game, 1-0.
Okay. Well, what's the problem?
Do you know who the opponent was?
You?
Curacao. Yes, that shit you put in the drink. They couldn't score more than one goal against Curacao.
Guys, it's a mental thing. People take games off. Because who's their next opponent now?
Jamaica. Jamaica has some decent. Leon Bailey's.
They should win that though, right?
Yeah. Do you know how much I hate the men's team at this point?
We all do.
Because we just see our girls bossing it out there.
Again.
Just bossing it. They keep on bossing it. And then we got our dudes fucking dilly-dallying out the pitch with Curacao. They could have Curacao could have won the game. Curacao. Put it on the map for me, guys. Curacao. We can't fucking handily beat Curacao, but we got our girls out there beating France in France. Ridiculous. Fucking nut up, boys.
It happens. It happens. This is not new. It's been this way since Donovan
You know what
left.
my dream is? My dream is for me, a proud American, to watch the men's team win a World Cup. I'm probably not gonna see that in my life. Cause we suck so badly at the men's game. Thank God for the girls.
Thank God for him. Yeah. Thank God for him. That's why I'm so into the Women's World Cup.
You're right.
I asked you this before you left. You're like, oh, I don't watch it.
Look.
You know what I like better about it too? They don't flop as long.
Okay.
They flop, but they get up a lot faster.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's get this going.
There's no.
The U.S. Spain game, 7 minutes of running time. But come on.
I mean,
Get up. We have things to do. 7 minutes of extra time.
look. You gotta sell them fouls. Sometimes it's a flair for the dramatic.
6:30 at SnoozeYouLose pick. The Padres versus the Cardinals. They lost this game 5-3. Led 3-0. Lost it in extras. Had bases loaded with 1 out. Grounded to a double play in like the 8th inning. And
I'm surprised you just didn't like throw a book at the team or something like that. You know.
our premium was the Phillies versus the Marlins. They won this game 13-6 to avoid the sweep. Arrieta got the win for the Marlins. That was an easy one. Philly can't beat the Marlins. But no one knows, though, because they don't go to the games in Florida.
Right?
They can't beat them. The Marlins have absolutely owned the Phillies this year. But they avoid the sweep. 13-6. They get the win. Bryce hasn't looked good.
No, not at all.
Hair still looks good, but has not played well.
But the bat.
It's not been there. It's not been there.
Not looking great. And again, we kind of saw it like last year as well from Harper. Now I know, like when he's on, there is arguably like
no one better.
Yeah, in like a different stratosphere. But yeah, when he's off,
it's ugly. It's ugly to watch.
Yeah,
it has not been pretty. It's been the Franco show. He's been carrying them.
Yeah.
Because the pitching hasn't been there either. Arrieta got the win today, but Nola, numbers are inflated. They actually score for him. He shouldn't have the record he has. He hasn't pitched that well. His ERA is almost 4. Zach Eflin, all these other. So the team was in the only thing that rejuvenated this season for them was facing the Mets bullpen. That was it.
By the way, I have to ask you about that. I know you don't like talking the bullshit and stuff like that, but let's talk a little bullshit and stuff like that. Did you expect for this bullpen to be this bad?
No. You put money into it to not be this bad. But that's what happens. When you put on that uniform, it happens.
Like, what was the game where Callaway went to his like most reliable reliever in like a 13. It was not a 13, but I think it was like
a 6 out.
Yeah,
it was like a 5 out save.
It was like a 5 out save. Yeah.
Diaz, the Cubs game, I believe.
Okay, it was the Cubs game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just looking at that, where you have no hope. Where
in
you have,
anyone.
Like, in anyone except like 1.5 people.
It's a joke.
Yikes.
The only thing you could do, you fire Mickey. He's got to go. He can't be there after the All-Star break.
All right.
Should have happened already. Should have been fired in Philly. You lost 4 straight. You led every game.
Yeah.
You got to go. You become sellers at the deadline, which now you're losing out because you should have already traded Thor last year. You got a lot more. His value's down this year. You're going to get less for him. You got to trade Wheeler. That's it.
And
maybe Frazier, but you got to trade Wheeler. Got to trade Syndergaard. You're not bringing Wheeler back. Trade Syndergaard. Fire Mickey. See you next year. It's a joke.
Yeah, and what was funny to me is reading the story where the GM was calling shots on TV
From his crib.
I'm just like,
boss moves though. Boss moves.
Okay.
What was the shot he called? He said, "Take the ground out the game."
Take the ground out the game.
I'm fine with that.
All right.
I'm fine with a guy realizing, hey, we're not that good. We just paid this guy. We can't let our only investment stay out there and try and be a hero when this season's going nowhere. We're not going to Golden State this dude. We know it's an Achilles tear. We're not going to send him back out here.
Yeah.
We're not going to Golden State this dude.
True.
So that's a boss move.
It
so
is.
everybody makes fun of that story, like, oh my God, this dude's calling shots from
Because
his
you never hear about anyone. You don't hear about Cashman going to Boone like, yo, take out Tanaka and stuff.
But that was a boss move.
Yeah.
Dude's on his living room couch. Hey, take DeGrom out the game right now.
And
that's a boss move.
That is a boss move.
So I respect it.
But
people don't read that part of it. They're like, this loser's calling games from his living room. He's like Phil Jackson.
My thing was like, what is Mickey doing then? Like, what's the whole point of Callaway being there?
Nothing. Fire him. That's the point. That's Exhibit A. Mm-hmm. Get him out of here. We tried.
Yeah.
We tried.
And it just didn't work out.
It normally doesn't. Normally doesn't.
Hey.
But gotta go. Good to have you back. Mm-hmm. Episode 13. You know where to find us.
I'm still getting over the jet lag, by the way.
I can only imagine. How was this like?
Oh, I've been on planes so many times, but you want to know a fun fact about me? I have horrific plane anxiety. So, not great, Chief.
You really get nervous?
Oh, yeah. And we took 5 flights during this whole thing.
I'll get you a guy, write you a little prescription to help you with that.
Can you please?
Yeah.
next time you don't give me my vacation.
Yeah. Well, we are back. We'll be back again next week. Glad to be back.
Glad to be back.
Have an awesome 4th of July. Follow us on Twitter at The Black Bookie. Facebook, Uncle Joe, theblackbookie.com. Hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. As always, in the words of the icon Billy Walters, I've had some losing weeks. I've had some losing months. I've never had a losing year. Snooze You Lose podcast. Till next time.